me back up for a second. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I believe that this is working. I'm going to be very upfront with y'all and say that this is insane or crazy. Because if it was insane, this would be something that we've been through before. So, crazy. A lot of words could describe what y'all are about to more than likely experience. We are more than likely about to experience, but we are in episode number 16 of our WCW MyGM mode. I'm like 99% sure it's 16 because I remember typing for the last episode. That was episode 15. Now, why this is so crazy is I am filming this the next day, which normally I wait a week. But because last episode went so well, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I kind of did spoil that we ended up in the number one spot during the course of that episode in the thumbnail, etc. I wanted the mojo to continue. I also really don't have anything better to do, and I know that this first episode, show 21, is going to be crazy. So we got a lot to go through, as always. So if I forget stuff, I apologize. When this will be uploaded, I don't know, because as of filming this, I haven't uploaded the previous episode, so we're kind of stacking up on this, which is good for me, not good for y'all. Because the thing that sucks is, like, I can't play this in my free time. I have to, like, film and play it. And I thought that I would do a MyGM mode on the side. That way, if I ever wanted to play it, I could without having to film in it. But I'm so locked in with this one that I haven't done that. So that's why I've just been staying consistent with this one. So, like I said, we have a lot that we need to go through. We're going to go through this episode. Now, as you can see up top, you can see over here the matches and everything that was lined up. We do not have enough money. So the main crazy thing we're about to do, and I think, because I don't remember if I was talking about it at the end of the last episode or I was like, came to this realization after I stopped recording. But we're going to release a superstar. Because he is making a lot of money, and I didn't realize it. And this is the second time around that we've had to do this to the same superstar. But it is Dijak, who is making enough money that if we release him, we get the money we need to do what we want to do. So like I said, I also don't know why he's making as this much money compared to other people. Like if I released, you know, I think I went through everybody. I think he's legitimately making him and Scott Steiner, which we just got Scott Steiner back on the roster. So we're releasing Dijak, but the idea is that I need to make a search for a heel giant that is a level 18. And if we could sign Dijak back, we will. But we need the money for this episode. If not, we will sign a heel giant that is a level 18 to pair with Ivar to feud with Ricochet and Tozawa for the tag titles, because that is the rivalry that was planned. It hasn't. A lot of these rivalries have not been started up that we have planned. And I'm about to go through those after we do this to make sure everything that is planned can happen. So, Vader is feuding with is going to start feuding with Kurt Angle over the U.S. title. Kurt wants to have an appearance in front of his hometown fans. He also wants a U.S. title match. And I planned on him feuding with Vader. Granted, we need to change one of the two to a bruiser, so that will happen at some point. But their first matchup will be on this episode. Bronson Reed, who we traded Sami Zayn, Pete Dunne, and Zero for Scott Steiner and Bronson Reed, with the plan that Bronson Reed will feud with Kevin Owens once he comes back from film-making duties that gave us a money boost, that the money was almost immediately gone. And the rationale is that Kevin Owens is mad that his tag partner Sami Zayn got traded for this guy, Bronson Reed. Cody Rhodes and Gunther are battling over the WCW World Championship. Scott Steiner will be feuding with his nephew, Bron Breakker, which was planned last season, and then Scott Steiner got hurt, and we never got to see it really take place. And also, this is Big Papa Pump version of Scott Steiner. So this time around is going to be a little bit more intriguing. Now, women's division wise, Lyra Valkyria and Beth Phoenix, who are the current women's tag team champions, will be battling with Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton. And here's where we get, this is the other crazy thing. So, Kairi Sane and Jade Cargill have supposed to have been feuding, but it has not really picked up or it went to the next level. Liv Morgan and Io Sky have been feuding, though, but Liv Morgan's contract is expired, and this is her last episode. So, this is where we're getting crazy. The commissioner goal this week is to do a TLC match, which I want to do that because you get the network special power card that increases the fans. Because I'm trying to get first. We're first place because of the Hall of Fame trophies, but we're about to be right back in second place because NXT is right there at getting 7 million fans, so they'll get another Hall of Fame trophy and then be in first place because they have more fans. Granted, and the good thing is, A, we're right there at almost getting 7 million fans, and B, once we get to 7 million fans, we would take first place back, and C, which I'm very hopeful for, we can overtake NXT in the fans. You know, that's asking for a bit too much, but A and B should be doable. So, that's why I really want to get this power card as well. So, we need this rivalry to like really take a next level, so that's why I have this in the TLC match. Kurt and Vader, I don't know. I would have a feeling this match would be better than this one, but I don't want to risk it. It might not be as well because they're both fighters at the moment, but they're also Kurt Angle and Vader. You know, it's a coin flip. I'm willing to give this match, because it's the stipulation match, the nod as the opener match. We need Scott Steiner as a heel, and we need Bron Breakker as a fighter to elevate and make their feud better once we can start that up. We have a four-way match taking place with several of our, in quotation, rising stars. I can't really call them rising stars. They've been in the industry for the longest time. And the craziest thing that we're doing for this episode, dun dun dun, is this casket match. It is Io Sky's specialty. Liv Morgan is already on the way out, and if y'all didn't know, with a casket match that you get a 20,000 plus fan bonus, but the loser of the match is removed from the brand, which if Liv Morgan loses, she's already leaving. So that's why I'm okay with this. Now, I could go crazy and just do this match straight up, and Liv Morgan might win, and then both of them are gone. But I love Io Sky too much to even risk that, so that's why I bought this fixed match power card to make sure that she wins. So let me go ahead and apply that. I could have went crazy and just went YOLO and see what happens. So I don't think there's anything else we need to run through. We got Cody doing the ad promo because we're spending a lot of money. We need to get some money back. I think we only have 2 contracts expiring with Beth Phoenix and Ivar, which, granted, Ivar and Ludwig Kaiser. So we'll see what happens to that. Beth Phoenix is the main important one because I am actually interested in this women's tag team title rivalry that has been okay, but it's on a bit of a pause because several of those stars are injured. So that's enough rambling right there. Let's get to this insane episode. Women's title match, Jade Cargill and Kairi Sane. As we have a new women's champion, that being Kairi Sane, 4-star match. Because the plan was for WrestleMania, which is our next premium live event, WrestleMania 4. The plan was to have a fatal 4-way, as we have a new U.S. champion with a half a star less. The plan was to do Jade versus Liv versus Kairi versus Io. We're probably just going to do a triple threat with Kairi involved now, or with Io involved now. And I've also been on the record as saying the only way, as our newest star wins this match, do not perform the best, but I think that's mainly because I had 3 heels and 1 face. but it was just a filler match. Kyrie and Io, I will only have feuding with one another if it's for the women's championship, which there's a chance that that can happen now. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got some work to do there. Let's go through their episode. I'll also say this. I talked the last episode about fantasy football at the beginning. And I've been rambling too much in this one to even get, who the hell is this? To even ramble it. And the game / matchup I was worried about losing, I actually won. Thanks to DeAndre Hopkins on Monday Night Football. So I did want to give you all that brief update. So WrestleMania should be Gunther, Cody Rhodes, Kurt Angle, Vader, Kevin Owens, Bron. I'm just saying the rivalries we got going on right now. Is Bad Bunny going to win this? Bad Bunny's going to win this. They got a new champion on ECW. It's just WrestleMania season. What? We ain't seen Bad Bunny on actual WWE TV in a while. Mr. Higglesby. Okay, this is just how I know this freaking games. I can't say the game sucks, but they've got Pete Dunne in a match. Who else? Sami Zayn. They ain't even booked Sami Zayn tonight. I'm trying to think this. Yeah, we traded Sami Zayn and Zero and money for Scott Steiner and Bronson Reed, and then in a separate trade we did Pete Dunne for money. So that's when I went through that initial trade talking about in this video. I just linked it all together. As I should have actually went for R-Truth because he has been carrying their show. Him and the Ultimate Warrior, which I could deal with that having the Ultimate Warrior. So I watched a new Legacy play their MyGM mode, and I just realized that I could do this. Granted, I'm not going to do it every time. So this should have been 5 stars if I'm looking at it. 4.5 at least. 4.5 at least. I did over-exaggerate a bit. So like I said, we're right there at 7 million fans. Which there's a chance that NXT just now got 7 million. They're right there. They're really right there. Okay, so this is needed. It's not needed, but it's appreciated and will be used. So I was like, look at that. Chicago. I appreciate the title shot. Hey, boss, I have a bit of a problem. I had a costume malfunction during practice today. Not sure if I'll be able to go tonight unless we fix it ASAP. We can get a rush job done for $5,000. I have no local tailor. I don't know what the difference between this and this is. Obviously, the money. I'm willing to waste the $5,000. I don't know if I'd be wanting to see a wardrobe malfunction with Ivar. All right, do not book your most popular fighter this week, which is Kurt Angle, the American Hero. All right. This is going to be an interesting episode, which I say this a lot. So the thing is, I'm buying this because these are always useful. We're at the end of the season where the power cards don't come over and we cannot use them at WrestleMania. I have a reduced injury time by 3 and by 2. So I need to use one of these. I don't think I'll have to use them this week, but very soon. We also need to use this. So we're going to use this on NXT because we're trying to screw them over a bit more. Now, the main thing that we need to do, which isn't needed now, but to try to bring Dijak back, which I might have referred to Dijak earlier when I was talking to him as Ivar, because that is his tag partner. Okay, it's literally Dijak. Okay. So, bring Dijak back. Boom. So he never really went anywhere. So this is the match that has already been had. But Ivar and Dijak once again facing Ricochet and Tozawa for the vacant tag team titles. This match happened at the pay-per-view. We're going to do a rematch of it right here. Obviously, there definitely is a way that we could do this show without Kurt Angle. What do we get? There's always, what do you get for this? It's not the most useful, so we're going to book Kurt Angle. So we're going to do all charity promos this week, correct? Probably. Do we do Cody doing a charity promo? Sure. Maybe. Might have to change that. Yeah. The thing is, so we ain't got no. If we don't have Cody competing, we don't have any faces. All right. We might hold off on the tag title match for next week, depending on everything. So we actually need to do a Scott Steiner Bron Breakker match. Let's go ahead and establish this rivalry once again. Put back the tag team title match. Dijak, Ivar, Ricochet, Tozawa. I know what we need to do. We need to change Bronson Reed to a fighter. That way him and KO line up better. Which he would definitely better fit as a giant, but that's not... It wouldn't benefit this rivalry I plan on doing. So, class change, Bronson Reed, fighter. So I knew I needed to do one of these. All right. Now, we're going to hold off on Gunther competing this week. I like having Ludwig on the roster because we have Gunther as well. There's a chance that we let Ludwig Kaiser walk. We'll wait and see how much money he's asking for. We will be doing a Tiffany Stratton Beth Phoenix match. Probably last one standing, which is a bit insane. I've been saying insane way too much this episode. All right. Who we got left? Vader, Gunther, Jade, and Kyrie. Here's the thing. I should do Kyrie and Jade again. But Jade is like at a stamina of an 8. Granted, it's not gonna, like, she just doesn't compete this week. It's not gonna go up that much. I also forgot about this. We need to use one of these very soon. I think we're actually going to use it for this episode. I forgot we're already doing a last person standing match. Screw it. Just because there's a chance that I don't get to do one of those in the future. We'll wait and save this. Do we use this week? I think so, because I want to like risk it and try to get more fans before NXT and getting the lead with NXT. So let's go ahead and use this week. I used a... we'll save that. We'll save the injury cards as well. Even though, because like, we got show 23, 24, and 25. We got 3 injury rehab cards. So all 3 of these need to be used during that time. So we will wait and save it for this week when it's not as needed. All right. Here's the thing. I don't want to put Kyrie and Jade in a match and then Jade get injured. That's my concern here. So, do I do that? Like I said, because the rematch will happen at some point. But do we hold it off? I'm just going to go ahead and do it because we don't have anything else useful this week to do. So we're just going to go ahead and do that match, and we'll see what follows. So Bron Breakker, which I don't understand how Bron's stamina went down, because I'm pretty sure he didn't compete last week. This rivalry will probably be just promo battles in the future, but we need a match to reestablish it. Tiffany and Beth Phoenix, last woman standing. Kyrie and Jade rematch. This time around with no stipulation, though. Also, how a 4-star TLC match didn't start a rivalry. I get confused with the rivalries sometimes, like how you start them and whatnot, establish them. And then to crown new tag champions, because they were vacated for a week, Dijak and Ivar once again against Ricochet and Tozawa. I'm still confused about how Ivar might not compete because of the wardrobe malfunction, but we'll see what happens there when the time comes. So I'm writing this all down. I'm done writing it down. Scott wins. Probably should have put the last woman standing match first. These charity promos, like, we barely ever get any fans off of them. As Tiffany Stratton wins. Yeah, we should, okay. That's on me. Okay. Jade is injured. Kyrie retained. Here's the thing with Kyrie. Is that she is not good on promos. So we can't really have her doing promos a bunch as champion. We have Ann Steele technically tag champions. Higglesby. I've lost my drink. Where did my drink go? I see it. Alright. So we got 2 more shows and then WrestleMania. Bro, I just saw a tweet. Y'all can go. Can I go back? Yeah, look at that. Unholy Sharp. Sometimes I look at these, and most of the time I only look at them like if it's a wrestler. Sucks I missed Beth Phoenix and Tiffany Stratton on WCW. That opening match was so bad I had to change the channel. Buddy, the match was literally like, Bron, get out of here. I don't want your viewership. Unholy Sharpshooter 75. I like what Kurt Angle did in that promo, and good to see WCW back in that cause. Oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. Alright, we're going to decline this because he's probably not going to be booked for the rest of the season. I liked pairing him with Gunther, but he's probably not going to be booked for the rest of the season. So we're just going to, and we got 2 other contracts we got to worry about. And yes, Beth asked for a lot more freaking money. Okay. Hey, ball. Hey, it's been too long, but I'm back. This isn't impossible to do. Jay doesn't have to be worried about being booked for a minute, so that is fine. So, we're going to have another backstage brawl because these two have a high stamina, so they can withstand it. And this should heat up their rivalry. We'll actually start the show with this. Kurt Angle and Kaiser, U.S. title, steel cage match. Actually, non-title. Non-title. We're going to have a run-in with Vader going after Kurt. Bro, our whole one, this bitch is freaking out. No. No DQ. Huh? Wasn't that... Timeout. Wouldn't that already make it a no... I guess that would... Timeout. If I... Because it said it would make it a no DQ, which triple threat matches are technically already that. So if I did this hypothetically as a singles match, would that same thing pop up? I wanted to do it as a triple threat. That way, Kyrie's involved with something. Alright, just to make Tiffany happy. I don't want to put the title on the line because I want Kyrie to stay as champion, obviously. And then over here, what are we going to do? While I am thinking... 1 week. So Chelsea and Lyra are about to be back. So we need to use this one. Let's think this through. We don't really need Jade back at the moment. Especially because she is at a 0 stamina. So if she comes back, she's just more than likely going to get re-injured because of that. So we'll use it on EO. And probably not book her this week. And there's something else I was going to use. And then we'll save the other ones. We ain't seen Gunther in a minute. Do we hold out on this match? Because Scott's got an 89 stamina. That's why I'm trying to book this. And then we'll use this because we very rarely use these. Actually, we'll wait and save it because it's not the biggest deal. These get very confusing because promo-wise, I don't really know what we need to do. Because these first of all, we'll do a Cody charity promo, and then everybody else ain't doing charity promos because they got low promo skills. We're gonna have Gunther call out Cody because we have not seen them in a while. Unless we just give Cody the week off. Nah, I want to have him doing a freaking charity promo, and then we're gonna have EO do an ad promo, and then we'll save the people in the tag team title rivalry. Whew! I will admit, I'm a bit tired. So if I start yawning, it's not because I'm bored. It's because I'm tired. Kevin Owens returns. It is immediately attacked by Bronson Reed, even though because he's been calling him out on social media because Bronson Reed is the reason that Sami Zayn is no longer on the WCW roster. Scott cut a promo on Team 3D talking about tables once and how I'm trying to remember. I just remember he just called them fat asses the whole time. So I don't actually remember what the table. There's a table. Battle for Glory 2007 is the Steiners, Team 3D in a tables match. I don't remember the whole promo. So what happens when you film tired? You can't remember every Scott Steiner promo, but you can remember most. A three-way dance in the women's division. Tiffany Stratton and Beth Phoenix both think they deserve a women's title match. The women's champion is stepping up for that as Kurt Angle. It's not his. The cage match is not his. I actually need to go look at what Kurt's specialty match is because it should either be a submission match or a cage match because he is a submission specialist, and a lot of times, anytime you do a steel cage match, most of the time you do the freaking moonsault off the top. So I could change it to a TLC. A TLC or tables. Okay, that's just how you know this is a bit stupid. Any of these that could be used? Not really. So we will wait. We need to use this one next week because we can't use it. Actually, we'll just go ahead. Like, this one doesn't matter that much, but I don't want it to go to waste, so we'll just go ahead and use it this week. I would like if we could do this. It's not impossible, but yeah, we're probably not going to get that. Right. This one is.
1, 2, it's over.
Okay. I don't think he got that many fans off the charity promo last week, so I think maybe the key is not doing so many charity promos on a show, maybe. But I'm going to keep doing them. Most likely.
1, 2, that's 3. Bring it.
So Kyrie still wins this.
1, 2, it's over. Bring it.
As Kaiser wins his farewell match. Which, you know, if I would have kept him, he would have got a U.S. title match. But I'm intrigued by this, who wins this triple threat match. So we'll see. Three-way dance. I apologize. As always, forget, we only got one more episode till Mania. I keep thinking that we had 2, but we only got one more. So we just needed to be very cautious. Shane wins. They have done Bianca versus Asuka or Bianca versus Bayley. Like, these 4 women have been it's been rotating with who faces one another. Granted, it's ECW. They don't have a women's title. It kind of sucks for them, but members of 3 Count and the Filthy Animals win. As I don't remember NXT having their women's tag titles being used, and the 3 guys that we traded there are all being used as Pete Dunne and Zero continuing their rivalry that started at WCW, now in NXT, as they had a freaking 5-star main event. Hell of a show. It was so intense when Big Papa Pump and Breaker went at it. The tension was palpable. I enjoyed seeing Bronson Reed lose against Kevin Owens, who's far more talented fighter, which is fair because Ivar and Bronson Reed was the rivalry going on. As NXT still has not gotten to 7 million fans. All right. I think we'll have Bron Breakker use this week. What the hell did we do to get... Oh, we didn't have an injury on the show. So, there's that. I've already lost my train of thought. Alright, we gotta sign Ivar. That's not a lot of money, so... Boom. Finally, Tiffany Stratton is happy to be on our show. Do not book your most popular bruiser this week, which I believe is freaking Scott Steiner. It's actually Kevin Owens. Alright, so what we're going to do, who has the lowest stamina? I know technically it's going to be Jade, but that doesn't count. So we're going to give Bron, we're going to use this health spa thing on Bron and then just have Scott cut a promo on him. So there's that. Scott Steiner, boom. So that's going to make that way better. We're actually going to put this potentially as a thumbnail because sometimes I slip up and forget. Just hit my freaking toe. I got an idea for a main event. This is going to be a great main event, actually. Cody and Kurt versus Gunther and Vader. I just wish the staminas were not so low. We're going to use this for Kurt because he has the lowest stamina out of all of them. We're going to split up the tag team titles scene into singles matches and then do a... I'm not going to do a women's tag team title match tonight because I don't want to... Because they have low staminas as well. Everybody's got low staminas. Everybody's got freaking low staminas. Alright. Do we do another Backstage Brawl with these two? Yes. I shouldn't, but I am. And then, like I said, we're going to do Dijak and Ricochet. I just realized that Tozawa's not even listed as a cruiserweight. He's listed as a fighter. Are you kidding? Like, the matches haven't been bad, but that's actually crazy. But his freaking arm is, like, blocking where it says that. So, obviously, Dijak and Ricochet is the more logical match to do here. So, now, what are we about to do over here? Women. We're going to do a risk and just have one charity promo and it be EO. Which, to be fair, we're kind of saving money by doing that. And then we're going to have a tag team call out. The very rarely used tag team call out. So this last matchup, I don't know what to do. We're going to do Tiffany and Kyrie. With actually... Here's the thing. Because I don't want... Look, Kyrie in a match makes sense. Against Tiffany makes the most sense. Maybe. Yes. Actually, you know, we're going to renew this rock. If I have these four listed in a match, it doesn't say rivalry cooldown. Alright. We got things planned. I'm just trying to be extremely cautious. We're going to try to build up money to use at Mania. So we're not going to do a charity promo this week. This is a match that more than likely will have... I'm trying to think of them. I don't really know what matches we're going to have at Mania. If you want me to be honest with you guys. Because Gunther, Cody... Kurt, oh my goodness, I forgot that we don't need Kurt or Vader to be a fighter, bruiser, but it would help. But I like the main event match for tonight, and it would literally be the only chance that we could do that, so we're not even going to be that concerned with that. Kurt Vader, Gunther Cody. Scott Bron Breakker. Jade Io Kyrie. Men's tag team titles or women's tag titles, whichever match I don't go with, they will be cutting the charity promos for us. So with that being said, we should have the women. I think we're going to do the women's tag team title match at Mania over the men's, because it's been the more consistently built. We also realistically could sign somebody to face Tozawa and potentially cut a promo for us at Mania. So I'm not going to go crazy and get a level 25 Immortal, but I might go crazy and get a Legend. So, especially while we're not spending that money, this much money this week. Bubba Ray, Charlotte, obviously Batista's there. Roman Reigns keeps popping up, and we keep ignoring him. Let's think this through. Batista, Roman Reigns. Roman's a 3 out of 5 promo. That's a bit bullcrap. Jimmy Uso's a higher promo than Roman Reigns. I don't really understand that. I got a crazy idea. It doesn't hurt to sign them. I also just realized that Jimmy is a... I know what we're going to... I know what we're going to do. Time out. What is Jimmy's level? I just went to Roman Reigns and not Jimmy. Jimmy is a level 15, so he could change to a specialist. Oh my god, this is gonna be messed up. Actually, no, it isn't. It isn't. Ricochet and Tozawa, if you can't tell, we're pushing out of the tag team title match. And we're putting in Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. If Jey Uso comes along the ride at some point, maybe. But I've seen Roman Reigns pop up way too many times for him not to be used. I would love to do this as a backstage brawl, but we would just run it back as a backstage brawl at Mania. So it actually, all right. Because there's a chance that the women's tag team title match isn't done at Mania. We're just going to do it tonight. Which is hilarious because this is what happened last season where the women's tag team title match I didn't plan on doing at Mania. Then I had to run the match back at Mania. Granted, it was still a great match and whatnot. And we're going to have a fatal 4-way. I don't want to do a false count anywhere because stamina, it freaking says extreme, but we're literally $3,000 away from doing an Extreme Rules, which is medium. That's not that much better. So we'll just be in the... It's not even the middle because the middle would have been doing it... we'll just do it as a tables match. Kevin Owens, Bronson Reed, Ivar, and Tozawa. Crazy. So... Worst case scenario, some people might not be booked at Mania, even though they are planned. and this is a bad thing, but you know, is a business. Some people might get fired before Mania to give us some extra money. So Chelsea Green and Stratton, women's tag title, tornado tag. I'm trying to think as well. So, how long is Jade's? It doesn't matter. We need to use this one because we won't be able to use the next one at Mania. So we need to go ahead and use that for Jade because she's the only person that is out with an injury. Will she be booked at the show? Time will tell. Dijak, Ricochet, last man standing. I'm also going to tell y'all something right now. With the protected picks that we get in the draft, because that's what follows Mania, absolutely no clue who's going to be protected. And this is an asshole thing to say, which I've already went over the case that I might be an asshole. Kurt Angle, who's been here since day one, might go unprotected because he is done, except for the tag team title run, which him and Cody as a tag team would be good and whatnot. He's done a little bit of everything. But also, he costs the most money, so he definitely is going in our Hall of Fame in our hearts. This isn't needed, so yeah, that wasn't even needed. All right, let's go. Bronson Reed wins. No injuries came out of that. Owens and Tozawa. I don't see. The thing that's about that is it was the faces are which crazy, you know. Tozawa and Owens, then known as Kevin Steen, teamed together in PWG on an occasion or two. Definitely at least once. Pretty sure it's twice. Vader. No, 4 weeks. No, we don't need 4. Actually. All right. All right. Timeout. That was not the highest level rated main event. Episode 100 or 100th time book of the show. WrestleMania 4. Starrcade 4. Which I wrote this in lower caps. I normally write down WrestleMania in all caps. I was so flustered by the Vader injury. Because we have the 2 power cards. I do not know if I could use both on Vader. I might could. I want to know what the rating is for their. Our main event is a 2.5, where Isla Dawn and Zelina Vega got 3.5. Muhammad Ali and Nakamura, I can at least somewhat understand. Nine to 8. All right, that sucks. All right. Can I get like 1,000,000 fans in one show? Yeah, Ricochet, you're probably not even get booked, buddy. So, all right. What do we need to do here? I use this on Vader. Can I use this other one on Vader? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Beth. Which, to be fair, she had her big match on TV. So, charity promo. This is our main focus at the moment. Oh, jeez. I'm only saying that because of the level 2 promo. But at least, what is freaking Chelsea's promo? Isn't she a 3 or higher? She's a 2 as well. Tiffy is a 3. Our main event, Gunther Cody. We don't get any benefit in doing a Hell in a Cell, so we'll do it as a steel cage match. Opening match, Bron Breakker, Scott Steiner. Ambulance match. Owens. We're going to do... This is more than likely going to change. This is more than likely going to change. Actually, we're going to put it... Oh my god, I already forgot about Roman. I forgot about a Roman interview. So, I will admit to you, that women's 3-way. All right. Women's 3-way. TLC. Kyrie versus EO. Boom. So, Kurt Angle and Vader really didn't even need to have a match, if we're just being honest. Because it's either we do that. All right. What we essentially really need to see is who has the highest promo skills for our charity promos. Is essentially what we need to see. Because I am fine with doing Roman Reigns is a 3. Owens is a 5, which obviously would benefit us the most. But I wanted to do a backstage brawl. Vader is a 4. Kurt Angle is a 4. So we kind of screwed over Beth Phoenix, which let's go look at what her. She's a 3 on the mic. All right, so thinking about this. This might change. This 4-way backstage brawl. See, we can't have Ivar in it. That's kind of the problem that we're kind of running with. So it might just be a triple threat. And then this match is going to be the tag team title match. TLC or 10. All right. I've also just looked at the money up there, so more than likely this match stipulation will change. What's Jade's promo? actually, Jade and Kyrie just established their rivalry, and this was the plan, so we're going to have Jade in the match. Who here has the highest promo? It's right to have the tag champion on the show, so. Alright, we got to save $30,000, which very much would be this match or this match. This doesn't need a stipulation. This is staying as an ambulance match. I love this as an ambulance match. Back-to-back TLC matches. It makes sense to have this in a TLC because that's how Kyrie won the match. It's just, I know this is going to have a low ratings. This is why I didn't. Alright, timeout. Ricochet. We only get $6,000 for that. Whew! This is a good show. I don't think any of these matter. Now, I will say, this is going to be useful. in a second. Because it's not going to carry over. Right now, thinking out loud, who would I like to carry over into Season 5? Roman, Jimmy, Kyrie, Io, Scott Steiner. There's a chance we don't carry Jimmy over, so I'm going to take Jimmy out. More than likely, the winner of the world title match. So I'm going to have, whoever wins, that's who I'm carrying over. I love Gunther. Probably would benefit us more if it is Cody that wins. We're going to let Kurt walk. If we can protect 6 people, I've already lost count, by the way, because I have 4 fingers held up, but I keep going back and forth with the 5th finger. Vader would be nice to have, but he had a good run. I would love to keep Bron Breakker. I don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. We'll wait till we get to that point. I kind of want the tag titles to change hands, so that's who we're going to use the fixed match card on, is for the tag titles to change hands. Will I carry Roman and Jimmy over to the next season? More than likely, but we will see. But I do want a tag team title change, so that's why we're going to go ahead and use that on the big dog. So, Scott Steiner, Bron Breakker, ambulance match. And the main reason I want to carry Scott Steiner over is because it's Big Papa Pump version. I will dead ass say that. Tag team title match. Dijak and Ivar. Dijak and Ivar versus Reigns and Jimmy, collectively known as the Bloodline. Tag title TLC. Another TLC match. This time around it is Kairi Sane, Io Sky, and Jade Cargill. Backstage Brawl. Owens versus Reed versus Tozawa. And our main event, Cody Rhodes and Gunther in a steel cage. World title match. World title steel cage. Anything else? I don't think so. It's the last time to look around here and whatnot. Got it all wrote down. Let's go. Ambulance match. Scott Steiner. Bron Breakker.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
As Bron Breakker wins in a 4.5-star match. New tag champions. What a surprise. The one person I didn't want to. It's not the biggest deal, but I still plan on doing that Kyrie and EO rivalry. This is very much why I wanted Kyrie or EO to win. Kevin Owens wins. And I would love to carry over Kevin Owens into the next season, but I don't really have anything. Him and Gunther would be a great rivalry that I want to do, and I actually want to see that rivalry in real life because I believe they only had one one-on-one match together. It was on Raw. Kind of forgettable. As Cody is still our champion and is out for 3 weeks. Even though I think after the draft, the injuries are dropped. I'm not 100% sure with that. But sometimes it is. So we're now preparing for our 5th draft. Shane McMahon wins. We're going to go through these. Sim.
Ring that bell. 1, 2. That's 3. Bell.
Wouldn't it make more sense if Muhammad Ali was the fighter? I know I don't make this. I don't, it is what it is.
1, 2. That's it. It's over. Hit the bell.
Bro, my phone. They had a high-rated match in an episode and not the freaking biggest show of the year. My phone froze for a second. I got concerned.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
This better be low as hell. White. That should have got booze. Alright, this got booze. Mr. Higglesby, no, he didn't win. We're literally competing with Joe freaking Gacy. That's who our competition is.
1, 2. That's it.
When I was, I ain't gonna lie. Alright, I can't complain about this match. I can't complain about the MVP run. When I was doing my GM mode pre-recording it, so the first time I did it, there was a shake-up card that was if you have a bruiser do charity promos, then it boost doubles the fan boost. So obviously took advantage of that to hell and whatnot. And so that's how I got the big lead with the fans. I'd like that to come back. We got over. All right. 722. Remember that. 7,220,000. I just say the numbers I see. Okay. We're not ahead of them, but we will be ahead of them in the overall race because we should have got a trophy for this. Which, boom, there that is. That's beautiful. All right. We need to get 2 more trophies, and then we're in the Hall of Fame. Most injuries sustained. I don't really think that's an award that you would want. Most tag matches. I call bullcrap on. I can't really call bullcrap on that. I think I had the most tag team title matches. Tag team title. I can't even say that either. We had the better women's tag teams matches. I can 100% say that, Best average card. Most rivalries completed. Highest average card quality during PLEs. Most new fans. Best show quality. We dominated. We dominated this season. Okay, let's push on the wrong button. Challenge is completed. Oh my goodness, never mind. Like I said, we could see highest average match rating. That's crazy. He's only had one match. We could see how many challenges they did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7 trophies. 1, 2, 3. He only did 3 challenges. Most matches booked. Most matches won. Most popularity gained. All right. Season 5. Potentially the last season. As a lot of monies. Oh my god, we can only protect 4 people. I thought last time around it was 6. All right. Cody has to be protected. Here's the thing. Oh, this is going to be difficult. Scott, we're going to let Scott walk. If he ever pops up again, that's great, but we got the match that we really wanted. I very much want to do Kyrie versus Io. And I was planning on letting Jade walk, and then we crown a new women's champion. Kurt, I appreciate you. It's hilarious. I'm like, oh, he costs the most money. Now he's at a freaking discount, but he has done everything that we could have asked for him to do. So Cody, Roman, Jimmy. And we're going to keep, look, I really want to do Kyrie and Io, but we can't keep both. Unless we drop Roman and Jimmy, which I just crowned those new tag champions. But we have something potentially planned, so that's why we're going to go with Bron here. So we'll see what happens after this. How they get 6? How they get 5? We only got 4. Maybe because we're in first place, they're like, we want you at a disadvantage. I do think that is stupid. So Cody Rhodes, world champion. Roman, which I need to plan. Like, we've been through enough seasons. I need to plan in advance that our first premium live event, we probably won't have our champions because of that freaking card, which benefited us of vacating the women's title and the U.S. title and the women's tag titles. So there's a chance that these 3 of the guys that we protected or not. There. All right, let's get to this draft. See who's going to be here. RVD, who we've actually had on the roster before. I don't know why. I was like, oh my god, RVD. All right. I want Kyrie and Io. So I need to go for them first. I would love Eddie on this roster as well. Rick Rude. Steve Austin. I don't know why I call him Steve Austin. I always call him Stone Cold. Okay, Randy. Bring Randy back. Okay, there's Io. Io is still here. Kyrie is also still here. It's just going to be extreme. All right. We're going Io, Kyrie, Randy. So, getting Io first. No fucking way. Jey Uso is here. Oh my god. I knew if I didn't say that out loud, what I was going to do, that I wouldn't have had to. We're getting Randy and we're reuniting. We're reforming / creating legacy. The thing is Umaga or Solo Sikoa here? And the story of season 5 is going to be Legacy versus Bloodline. So let me go ahead and look. Umaga or Solo. Or some other guy that is related to them all. I'm so heated. So freaking heated. I can't believe that just happened. I really can't believe that just happened. I would imagine Solo's here. It would have already popped up. We could have an honorary Oos. So we need to find someone that could fill the role of an honorary Uce. It would also make sense to draft Rick Steiner and pair him with Braun, but I've already seen enough of that. So we're going to get Randy now. Deadass Yokozuna is related to them. And I've completely glossed over him. But he costs a lot of money. If he's here closer to the end and depending on money situation, because I'd rather, this is going to sound head ass, I'd rather have an honorary over Yokozuna. Does anybody really check that role at the moment? Tony D'Angelo? Oh my God. I'm very heated over. Very heated. Damian Priest. There's only one. Hey, actually, both Creed brothers are here. I was about to say there's only one Creed brother. RVD, I would love, but we already had. He was so early on that we had RVD that I've kind of forgotten that he was on our roster. All right, who did I say? Randy. Let's go ahead and get Randy and establish that. Bring Randy back. Which, to be fair, Randy did not have the best first run on our show. Io Sky, Randy Orton. I would love Eddie on this roster, but I really don't know what he would do. Io, we're probably going to have turn heel. And it would be like an established to have her face Roxanne. We might have Roxanne turn heel and whatnot, but I want Roxanne on the roster, so we're going with Roxanne right now. It's good to get these lower costing contracts early. Oh, Elton Prince. Is Kit Wilson here? Because I would have definitely drafted Roxanne Perez. Let's see if Kit Wilson was here. Once I saw Kyrie got drafted, I completely have drawn a blank. Bring Bailey back, because I feel that we had Bailey in season 1, I'm pretty sure. Lyra's here. Who am I looking for? Kit Wilson. Kit Wilson. If he has been here, I've completely glossed over it. Yeah. Alright. We're bringing the Creed brothers. We're going to at least try. So start with Julius. Okay. I appreciate Tiffany for not being an asshole last season compared to her first run. So I've also completely glossed over Rikishi as well. This is just how much I'm not paying attention. Granted, between Bron Breakker, who, spoiler alert, that's going to be the new member of Legacy. Between Bron Breakker, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton, would you want to see him? I wanted Umaga or Solo. That's essentially what I will say. I wanted Umaga or Solo. All right. Yokozuna and Tom. All right. Bruiser. Bron Breakker is a fighter, I believe. Drew McIntyre, who I don't think we've ever had on our roster. I need to get the other Creed brother first. Where's Brutus? Brutus Creed. And Kit Wilson was here. Whew. The thing that sucks about the trading, I think that you should be able to make. I think that what they need to change for the next game, I think you should be able to trade at any point. At least offer one trade a week. Because to wait like 5 shows to make a trade, what the hell would Kit Wilson do for 5 freaking weeks? I don't know. I also found a very suitable replacement to be our honorary Uce, but we'll get to that after we draft Brutus Creed. Julius, Creed, Brutus, Creed. All right. The new honorary Uso, because he is extremely cheaper than Yokozuna and or Rikishi, and Umaga and Solo Sikoa is not here. The planned honorary Uso. Carmelo Hayes. As there's Jey Uso. It's funny because I'm pretty sure I went through like everybody and actually, Tom, when was he drafted? I don't think I can see the draft order. All right. Yeah, I can't see the draft order right now. We need to start building up our women's division. Xia Li is a good choice. Xia Li. I saw somebody else. We might bring Rhea Ripley back. Michin, which I don't think her first run here ended well. It also bothers me that Dragon Lee is extremely taller than everybody else in his profile picture. Tamina, who has dominated over ECW but has nothing to show for it because there's no women's title. I also need to look at our money because I thought we had a lot more than we did. So I thought about Lyra, but then I saw the money. I was like, we will wait. KO, I would love to have you back, which costs a lot of money. I know the higher I get up here, it's going to be the same freaky case for them as well. Kurt, same thing I just Vader, same thing I just heard. KO. Van Dam, you would literally you're $500,000. All right, so going back here. Because we only have 2 women, so we need to draft 2 more. Do we just do the rest of the draft pick? All right. We need to draft. Who did I say? Because I saw a woman star I wanted to draft. Michin was who I said. Natalia is also here, who could be like a gatekeeper. I don't like. It's not the best way to describe somebody, but as I did burp. Alexa Bliss, Rhea. These are important. This is why I'm taking so much time. Natalia, Michin. It was Xia Li. We'll go with Xia Li for now. We're going to go with Natalia. Do we go with Natalia because she is a specialist? Natalia, Michin, and then probably somebody else. Natalia. This is so freaking bright. This is also outside of Ilian, Finn, and Kyrie and Ash. Alright, so we have 4 women's stars. Fallon Henley, I feel that we had on our roster at one point, and if we did, I don't remember what she did. Fallon Henley is a good choice. I would prefer we find a heel woman star. Cora, all right, I keep seeing Cora Jade. Maxine Dupree, why she's a heel, I don't know. I do remember we had Maxine Dupree versus Bianca Belair, and they had like a 5-star match or very close to 5 stars. All right. Michin and Fallon Henley. Then we got to have 2 people turn heel. Literally our first show, probably. So, do we bring Michin back? She's a fighter. I'm also trying to think in my head, because I don't want to have to draft people and then change everything about them, as I just hit a wrong button. I don't know what button I hit. We need to go back to where RVD was at the top. This is by name. Jesus. All right, boom. Cost. I see what I did. Fallon Henley. So I think we'll have Fallon Henley face Xia Li. Natalya face Roxanne with Roxanne as a heel. And Michin face Io with Michin as a heel. So Fallon Henley, Michin, and then preferably two guys that can form a tag team to feud with the Creed brothers. Which Cameron Grimes, you're not coming back. Kit Wilson and freaking Elton Prince would have been the perfect fit for that, but I completely glossed over them. So Michin or Maxine Dupree, who costs a lot less. Xia Li. We're giving Maxine Dupree another chance. We're going with Maxine Dupree.
WCW Draft's Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree will own the spotlight on a new night. This woman looking to scratch and claw her way to the top.
All right. The Creed brothers are face bruisers. Which, realistically speaking, we could turn anybody heel. But also, almost everybody that's here, we're not going to be able to change their class. Bro, it was going to bother the hell out of me that I wasn't able to draft pretty deadly. I think that we're going to draft Kit Wilson and then try to find like somebody else to be like a makeshift tag person with him for the time being. I did want to get Damian Priest on the roster, but like there's nothing for him, so we're not even going to do that. Bro, the Creed brothers versus the Bloodline is going to be a crazy matchup. I'm just telling you all that now. If we got Drew McIntyre, we would be literally broke. But granted, whoever we're about to get is going to leave us broke. So I keep going. I'm going up here for people we don't even have money for. Andre Chase. Andre Chase, I do want. But I don't really know if there's somebody to pair him with. We're going to take the risk and draft Kit Wilson with the hope that we can trade for Elton Prince.
WCW selects Kit Wilson. Yes, boy, Kit
So who could be a temporary tag partner? I think we'll go with Andre Chase and then save our money and then call it there for the draft. Because everybody else doesn't like pop off the screen, and we've already like reached our limit for money. So I wanted Andre Chase. We're gonna get Andre Chase and then end the draft there. And they're both specialists, so we don't have to change their style. This is gonna be a terrible thumbnail because they only got one Creed brother in it, so we might not have the start of season 5 thumbnail that I've been doing, but we probably will. So, who did I just draft? Kit Wilson. And did somebody say Andre Chase? So, we're also going to have a bunch of heel turns. Because Bloodline and Legacy 2.0, everybody's a freaking face, except for Randy. So that's actually going to be an intriguing detail that we go with. That because, I don't know, how the hell Zoe Starks is the most popular person here out of everybody. And you can see Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, Andre the freaking Giant. No, Zoe Stark. Jey Uso. Alright. WCW showed promise last season, but you need to be the best, not merely competitive. I need extra effort in all routes. Better show. Buddy, you've been giving me this pep talk for months now. Yeah, I'm not reading all that either. At the upcoming... Okay, we already did that. Bro, Dakota Kai. I ain't seen her in a minute. Alright. Make 3 superstars very happy. 10 Extreme Rules matches. 5 rivalries. Start 5 rivalries by using a run-in. That's not impossible. Renew the contracts of 5 superstars. Probably is not. Okay, we might. Book 10 shows of the charity promo. That's our specialty. Purchase all power cards before a show 5 times. That's probably not happening. We got a couple of these that are probably not happening. Gain 225 popularity between all of your roster. 225 popularity. What the hell are we at now? I ain't doing the math, but I feel like we're already there. If they at least could have gave you the number. That way you don't have to do the math. All right. Who we turn in heel and who we keeping as a face? Because Legacy 2.0 is Bron Breakker, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Bloodline 2.0 is Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and the new honorary Uso, Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo, which what sucks about... Okay, now I can see an actual issue here. We need Cody. Jimmy, alright, need to change Jimmy to a specialist. We got a lot that we need to do with that freaking rivalry, if we're just being honest. For now, Brutus and or Julius Creed will probably be feuding with Kit Wilson and Andre Chase. And then we're going to try to trade Andre Chase for Elton Prince. And if that doesn't transpire, then we'll just have a tag rivalry with Andre Chase as the newest member of Pretty Deadly, or Kit Wilson as the newest member of Chase U. Just thinking, alright. We don't even have enough money to buy all these today. We definitely need to sign probably 2 to 3 more people. Okay. Bron Breakker, Roman Reigns. Bruiser. Because we can't change Carmelo for a while. So he is stuck as a cruiserweight. So that's why Cody Carmelo makes sense. Jimmy can change to a specialist. So Roman's feuding with either Braun or Randy because they are both fighters. And then Jimmy will be feuding with the other one. Which is insane that Carmelo's popped up right into a world. I almost said women's title because I was looking at the women's division. A world title match. EO. It would be nice to bring Candice back because she carried our women's division the first half of our series, and EO and Kyrie have carried it the second half. It's a bit of an homage. So, Roxanne needs to be a heel. Roxanne EO, which is insane because that's probably the best women's rivalry we could do, and to do it right off the bat is crazy. But the initial plan was to do EO and Kyrie, which would have been the best women's rivalry we could do. So there is that. Fallon Henley, Xia Li, Maxine Dupree, Natalya. So essentially, I think it would make more sense if the bloodline, because Cody's our world champion and, in quotations, the face of our company. I don't know if him not being a fan favorite, rule breaker and fan favorite, that's insane because I've always said just heel or face. You get the point I'm trying to make there. But maybe, because it's legacy. And then, I don't know. This is something that I have a while to think about. So, who, legacy versus the bloodline? Who's heel, who's face? Time will tell. Alright, I'm going to keep rambling and whatnot because my brain is spinning around. But I had a lot of fun This is a extremely interesting roster because we do not have as much star power as we normally do because we went very much on the cheap route for the second half of the draft. So will that come back to bite us? I hope not, and I don't think it will. We kind of already have established what we have. We have plans slowly coming together. So I don't know the next time that I'll see y'all, but hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment. Because here's the thing that's going to bother me as well. We need to get, because this, again, like I said, this is probably the last season. I very, 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 very much hope that we can get one of these two done between the fan challenge or the revenue challenge. I don't know if we will be able to do one of the two by the end of the season because it took us a while to get to 7 million fans. Which, granted, we got a lot of fans on that last at WrestleMania, so it's not that far fetched. So hopefully we can do that as well. So I don't know the next time I'll see y'all. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe because for now, I'm out. Bye-bye.